We now move on to the entire Ramakatha, which is depicted in 31 scenes based on the Valmiki Ramayana. This time we have attempted and have made an audio for every scene in detail. This will help the viewer to hear the content of the scene while watching the display. The Ekashloki Ramayana displayed tells the whole story of Ramayana in one shloka. We will now move on to scene 1. In scene 1, Brahma goes to Lord Vishnu in Sri Vaikuntham and requests him to save everybody in all the lokams from the atrocities of Ravana, the king of Lanka. And so Lord Vishnu takes the Rama Avatara. Scene 2, Sage Valmiki writes the epic Ramayanam, and this happens because of 3 reasons. Narada, who tells the gunas of Rama as Sankshepa Ramayanam. When sage Valmiki sees the hunter killing one of the Krauncha birds, he curses the hunter in a one shloka and finds the shloka which he has said was perfect grammatically. Brahma comes and consoles Valmiki about the event and requests him to write the whole Ramayana, and Valmiki writes the Ramayana with 24,000 shlokas. Scene 3. King Dasharatha of the Ikshvaku dynasty at Ayodhya performs the Putra Kameshti Yaga to beget a son. The 4th scene, the payasam given by the sun god who came out of Agni is shared among the 3 wives of Dasharatha, and Rama is born to Kaushalya, Bharata to Kaikeyi, and Lakshmana and Shatrughna to Sumatra. In scene 5, Rama and brothers under Guru Vasishta get trained in all the arts and also become good archers. Scene 6, sage Vishwamitra comes to Dasharatha's palace requesting Rama to be sent along with him to safeguard them from the demons. On Vasishta's persuasion, Rama and Lakshmana are sent along with sage Vishwamitra by King Dasharatha. In the next scene, Rama and Lakshmana accompany sage Vishwamitra and kill the demoness Tatake, who hinders the performance of yagas. Scene 8, sage Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana further, and Rama helps Ahalya, wife of sage Gautama, to be relieved from her curse. In scene 9, Vishwamitra takes Rama and Lakshmana to the kingdom of Mithila to attend the Swayamvara of Sita, daughter of King Janaka. Rama breaks the Shivadhanush and wins the hand of Sita. Scene 10, the wedding of Rama with Sita, Lakshmana with Urmila, second daughter of Janaka, Bharata with Mandavi, and Shatrughna with Shrutakirti, daughters of Janaka's brother Kushadwaja, takes place. Janaka's guru Shadanand performs the wedding rituals. Scene 11, to fulfill the boons given by Dasharatha, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana set out of Ayodhya for their 14-year exile as requested by Kaikeyi. Guhan helps them to cross the river Ganga. Scene 12, Bharata, on hearing about the exile of Rama, comes to Chitrakuta and requests Rama to come back to Ayodhya and rule the kingdom. When Rama does not agree to that, Bharata takes Rama's Padukai to Ayodhya. Scene 13, Bharata keeps the Padukai on the throne and takes care of the kingdom from Nandigramam. Scene 14, Rama and Lakshmana proceed to Panchavati, where the demoness Shurpanaka wants to marry Rama or Lakshmana. When Rama refuses and sends her to Lakshmana, he too refuses. Then she turns herself into a demoness and pounces on Sita. Seeing this, Lakshmana cuts the nose of Shurpanaka. Scene 15, Shurpanaka complains to her brother Ravana about how her nose was chopped and how Kara and Dushana were killed by Lakshmana. Ravana asks Maricha to help him in defeating Rama. Maricha turns himself into a golden deer and roams in front of Rama's abode. Sita, on seeing the golden deer, requests for the golden deer, and Rama goes behind Maricha and kills him. Ravana disguised himself as an ascetic and requests for alms from Sita. Sita comes out of the abode to give alms when Ravana carries her away. Scene 16. On hearing the wails of Sita, Jatayu comes out and fights with Ravana. But in the duel, Jatayu is seriously wounded. Rama and Lakshmana go out in search of Sita when they do not find her in the kutir and find Jatayu lying on the ground. Jatayu says Sita is carried by Ravana, the son of Virochana, and Rama does the last rites of Jatayu. Next scene, Rama and Lakshmana moved on in search of Sita when they meet Shabari, a saintly old lady. Shabari, whose dream of meeting Rama gets fulfilled. She gives Rama and Lakshmana the best berries and attains moksham the same day. Rama and Lakshmana continue their journey and reach Mount Rishyamukh. There, Hanuman comes in the guise of a Brahmana and takes them to Sugriva and introduces them to the king of Vanaras. Rama promises to help Sugriva in getting back his kingdom from his brother Vali. A sacred fire is lit and Rama and Sugriva take oaths of friendship while going around the fire. As promised, Rama helps in killing Vali, the brother of Sugriva, and Sugriva is crowned as the king of Kishkinda. Next scene, Hanuman reminds Sugriva of his promise to Rama to find Sita. So Sugriva sends all his men to various parts. Rama gives his ring to Hanuman, telling that Sita will recognize the ring and trust Hanuman as the emissary from Rama, and Hanuman leaves in search of Sita. Hanuman comes to Lanka and after searching everywhere, finally locates Sita in Ashokavana. He sings the praise of Rama sitting on the tree, and then when Sita hears the same, he gives the ring given by Rama to Sita. In turn, Sita gives her Chudamani to Hanuman to be given to Rama. Ravana's men capture Hanuman and bring him to the court. When Ravana orders that Hanuman be killed, Vibhishana, brother of Ravana, stops him from that, and Ravana asks his men to set the tail on fire. Hanuman kept on increasing the length of his tail and sat on his tail. Hanuman comes back, gives the Chudamani to Rama, and they all decide to cross the ocean. Nala and Neela help in building the bridge across the ocean with all the Vanara Sena, and the Sethuve is completed. Ravana, when he finds his son Indrajit also killed, sends his men to wake up Kumbhakarna, his younger brother. Kumbhakarna used to sleep for 6 months, and all the people try to wake him up by blowing the trumpets and beating the drums. Finally, they use an elephant to wake him up. Ravana is very hurt, and then he comes to the battlefield and uses his weapons, and Lakshmana is seriously wounded and Lakshmana swoons. On seeing this, the physician there says the Aushadhi from Sanjeevi Parvata should be brought, and Hanuman leaves and brings back the Sanjeeva Parvata. Since he is not able to find the particular herb, the entire mountain is brought by Hanuman, and then the concerned herb is taken by the physician and given to Lakshmana, and Lakshmana then wakes up. Rama, before going to the battlefield to fight with Ravana, is blessed by sage Agastya, who teaches him to chant Aditya Hridayam, an invocation to Surya Deva, which would bring victory in all his endeavors. Ravana finally comes to the battlefield and in the Rama Ravana Yuddha, Ravana is killed by Rama. After the death of Ravana, Vibhishana is crowned as the king of Lanka and they reach Ayodhya. The entire city of Ayodhya is decorated beautifully and the Rama Pattabhishekam is performed with all grandeur. Rama and Sita, to mitigate the Brahmahatya dosha, are advised to install a Shivalinga. Hanuman is sent to Kashi to bring the Shivalinga. Since Hanuman does not reach on time, Sita makes a Shivalingam out of sand and the puja is done to that. Hanuman arrives with the lingam. We can see the sand lingam even today in Rameshwaram. In this scene, we see the sages and saints who wrote Ramayana and songs on Sri Rama. A few of the sages, saints and Vagyakaras who sang the praise of Rama are depicted here. Adi Kavi Valmiki, who wrote the Adi Kavyam Ramayanam in Sanskrit. Eluthachan, who wrote Ramayanam in Malayalam in the Kilipattu style. Bhadrachala Ramadasar, the famous Vagyakara who built the Bhadrachalam Rama temple. Tulsidas, who wrote the Ramcharitmanas in Awadh language. Eknath Maharaj, a great saint philosopher who wrote the Bhavartha Ramayana in Marathi. Saint Tyagaraja, saint composer of Carnatic music who composed thousands of compositions in praise of Rama in Telugu. Samartha Ramadasar, a Hindu saint philosopher, a spiritual master. His major literary works are in the Marathi in the form of verses. Kavi Chakravarti Kamban wrote the Kamba Ramayanam in Tamil and was a great scholar both in Tamil and Sanskrit. We have also depicted the epic Ramayanam around the world. Every country has a profound place for Ramayanam and they are incorporated the same in their art, literature and performing arts. The Uttarakanda, the 7th canto of Ramayana, is a pictorial representation here. This kanda speaks about how Lava and Kusha are delivered in the Valmiki ashram by Sita after Lakshmana leaves Sita in the forest. Sage Valmiki teaches Lava and Kusha the story of Rama. Lava and Kusha go and sing Rama's praise in their court. When Rama comes to know that both are his children, he requests Sita and children to come back to Ayodhya. Sita refuses and is taken in by the Bhuma Devi. Rama, when he is informed about his time to complete the avatar, Lava and Kusha are crowned and the Ikshvaku dynasty moves on. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Mangalam